Welcome to the Juggling Mind and Money podcast with Steve Rowe and Jessica Schlupp-Taylor. Steve Rowe is the founder of Lucent Financial Planning and an award-winning independent financial planner. He helps you to use your money and have a great life. Jess Schlupp-Taylor is a psychologist supporting people through change, challenges, and forks in the road of life. Together, they will help unblock the sludge in your mind, stopping you from achieving financial and psychological happiness.
Hello, and welcome to episode 24 of Juggling Mind and Money. I'm Steve, founder of Lucent Financial Planning and a chartered financial planner, and this is Jess, our resident psychologist who helps our clients to obtain and maintain a healthy head.
Yay.
Oh.
Hello, everyone.
How's your head, Jess? Because it's wavy today. Not curly, not straight.
I'm not very good at hair. This is my failed attempt, but it will do.
I think it looks brilliant.
It will do. Do I look surfy?
Yeah,
my head's good, thank you. I'm in a very good place.
Are you? Are you well happy?
I am well happy.
You haven't been
happy.
Well happy.
Yeah.
I love that. In this podcast, we try and focus on being content.
Oh, you're learning.
Yeah. Money is an important part of that, and I've got that bit wrapped up very easy. But also, contentedness or happiness is a state of mind, and that's where Jessica comes in. And if you're not content, let's work out why and try to get there.
Yay.
So, Jessica, today, let's talk about the psychology of time, procrastination, and our perception of time.
We've missed a trick. We needed a list of Back to the Future quotes that we should have fed into the podcast all the way through.
Oh, we could
and
have,
we could have
couldn't
had that up on the wall, and we haven't. Next time.
You're a slacker. That's
I don't know any of them.
Well, that'd be no good then, would it?
Well, no, but because I'd
We
need
could
them
all have
printed
fun
out
with
so
quotes.
I could put it in. Yeah.
But you don't know any of them.
I'm doing psychology of time, procrastination.
Okay.
Putting things off. I'm the queen of procrastination.
Are you?
Yes.
Like putting off getting on to talking about what
you
we're
know,
supposed to be
like
talking about today.
Booking the car in for a service.
Yeah. Well, it's boring, isn't it?
Oh, right.
Diagnose Steve. There's obviously something wrong with him. Jess delves into what it could be.
Jess, I know there's things I have to do, but I keep putting it off. I could do it later. What's the problem? Manana, baby.
Manana.
I've missed out on things from time to time because of this, because I just don't crack on and do it. And a couple of friends have died, and I know they put things off and then, well, they didn't get to do them at all. So I know the reasons, but I just can't be bothered. What's wrong with me?
I don't think it's that you can't be bothered. I think it's that you've got a skewed perception of time.
Ooh.
Sounds posh, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds a bit otherworldly.
Well, there's lots of posh words to do with how we perceive time, but we'll keep it quite simple for layman's terms. Also, my brain's not big enough to be able to keep on spouting big terms out, so we'll keep it simple. But yes, the perception of time can be very skewed, and when we feel we've got a lot of time, then manana.
And we put it off, don't we, and wait.
We can put it off, we can procrastinate.
And then we haven't got much time.
Well, and then we can miss out on opportunities. We can miss out on things that are time sensitive, but due to our perception of time, those deadlines creep up, and before we know it, they've bitten us in the bum and it's too late.
It's urgent. But as we had discussed off air, you can get laser beams.
Laser beams. Oh, and something bites you in the butt. I just had my bum lasered this week. Not like because
it's very hairy.
No. It was because I fell over in netball and cracked my sacroiliac joint.
No way. What's that?
Yeah.
Your bum bone.
Yeah, exactly that. My arse bone.
Crikey. Well, that's going to be bleeped.
Probably.
This will have an advisory on it now, won't it?
Oh,
from
not arse
Apple
bone.
Podcasts and Spotify.
My derriere bone. Let's stick with sacroiliac. Right.
Anyway, Brian Portnoy, have you heard of him? He wrote a book called Shaping Wealth. He's a bit of a big deal in financial circles.
Big deal in financial circles.
Big deal in
Big
financial
up to Brian.
circles. He's a nice fella. And he says, time is the ultimate currency. How we spend it, invest it and value it determines our financial success and overall happiness.
I agree with him.
That's a nice little quote, isn't it? I like
It's
that.
a very nice quote. And I really value time probably more than anything. So when I have money to spend, I will spend it to avoid doing the things that I don't like so that I can spend my time doing the things that I love.
Nice. That's what you want to
So
do.
things like, a cleaner or pay someone to wash the car
Yeah.
or whatever it is, things that I don't enjoy doing. So then I can spend it doing things that I do love.
Yes, I've just walked past your car. No one's washed that for years.
No, that's because I don't have money to spend on it. So I've decided my time is still better spent not washing it and doing the things I love.
I can do. I'm happy to do that for you.
Do you like washing cars?
Well, just wearing my budgie smugglers and a tight vest.
You can do that. As long
That's
as
what
I'm
people
not
do,
in the
innit?
car, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. So, Jess, tell us how our perception of time can be distorted and how we become procrastinators. What are our minds doing to us? Why can't we just get it done?
Well, we don't have a stop clock in our brain. It doesn't exist. But what we do have is that we have our brain responds to the situation, a lot of the emotions that are going on. And that's why sometimes it feels like time flies when we're having fun.
It does.
Or it drags when we're anxious or we're waiting for something. It feels like watching paint dry.
Like in the doctor's waiting room.
Oh, goodness me.
That's
really
the
drags.
longest time.
Although they apologised for 6 minutes they were late today. And I was like, that doesn't require an apology in a doctor's.
Others say it's very much like having a session with me.
What, waiting in the doctor's changing room?
Yeah,
Waiting room?
it's slow time.
No, it doesn't. Time flies with you, Steve, because you always link things with films and music and interesting stuff.
That no one's heard of.
You're quite entertaining.
Do you think? In like a clown-like manner?
Yeah, I don't think a session with you would be boring. But
Bless
yeah,
you, Jessica,
so
my
yeah,
little
our
supporter.
time, our perception of time is not reliable. It is very much based on our time, and it changes. It's not as if we were born great with time and then become worse, but generally as you become older, you do feel that you have less time.
You know, minds.
Hmm.
Right, I'm going off script it
Okay.
a bit here.
To be fair, that's where I live, but you've just come in to join me
They're
for
just
a minute.
rubbish, aren't they? Our brains.
Well,
Like, they're great sometimes, but they're always messing stuff up.
Well, for everything they mess up, they get everything else right at the same time. Just sitting here, they're already doing so much. It can't possibly control what comes out of my mouth all the time and make sure that it's always on
No
point.
one can control that. That's why we have this advisory thing.
Yeah.
You know, off Apple iTunes, whatever they're called. Not called iTunes anymore.
Isn't it?
Some youth.
Apple Music.
Yeah, youth told me today. It's Apple Podcasts.
Oh.
I thought it's iTunes. Who knows?
Hmm.
Who cares? Okay. So I've read, because I've done some reading in my time,
Good reader.
that we think about time like this due to optimism bias.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Humans
I
are
think,
this is a true thing, so good reading.
explain optimism to me. No, optimism bias.
Optimism bias is when we over expect or exaggerate the time.
Yeah, that everything's going to go easy. It'll
Well,
be
just
fine.
that we'll have enough time, that everything will work out, that we overestimate the time that's going to come. When we plan to do a task, very often humans have this optimism bias, so we underestimate the time required to do it, and then we end up going over, which is why when I work with people in time management, I will always say, double the time that you allocate per task, double the time. And they'll look at me like I'm mad. But truthfully, it's the way to go, because that way you will then have spare time. And with that spare time, that list that you've got of other things that need to be done, you can fit in around it.
Because in there, there's another law. You know, these laws that are made up.
Yeah.
Like
You
time
talk about-
expands to... No, work expands to fill the time available.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Who said that?
I don't know, but I'm
Someone,
sure
I
that
don't
is
know.
true. But it is worth definitely putting in the two bits, because otherwise people start their diary planning at, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And by 9:30, they're already half an hour behind schedule. And then they go, oh, there's no point sticking to that. I've already lost it and it's gone out of the window. So much better to plan and double whatever your time expectations are to get rid of that optimism bias. The same as I've got plenty of time to do that tomorrow or the next day or in the future. That can wait. Actually, that's our optimism bias kicking in. So whenever your brain says, oh, it's all right, we can do that later, grab it by the horns, or at least schedule it into your diary so that you do it.
So there's another facet of optimism bias, and it's just that people believe that their future will be better than other people's. Which, is there only so much good luck that can go around?
Well, I personally think it's probably a good thing to have that. I'd much prefer that outlook for my client than the negative bias towards it. But equally, I think one of the key learnings that we're going to come out of today is to look at over-optimism and look at pessimism and then make sure that we ground ourselves in reality. And that's very much the case with time, is grounding yourself in reality. And when you look at the future, if what you see in your future is 10 times better than anybody else's, it's possibly worth taking a good dose of that reality pill, sitting down with a Jess. That doesn't mean that I'm going to drag you along bumpy ground, but it means we're just going to be able to create a realistic picture so we can make a realistic plan to make the future something that we want and that isn't detrimental.
Because although we want everything to go swimmingly and for it all to be very easy, and sometimes it is, and life is wonderful.
It's quite rare though. Life is tough, even when you have a lot of the lovely things such as money, such as perhaps time. There's a lot that can go wrong in life, and I think you have to expect that life isn't fair, that there are going to be difficulties pretty much on a continuous basis. There'll always be something that you are another hurdle to get over. And I think to make room and to make space for that and to make the ability to have time to be able to focus on those things is really important.
Well, everyone gets tough times, don't they? It is bloody hard sometimes. Okay, another thing that can sometimes cause procrastination is the planning fallacy.
Oh, I do like the word fallacy.
Jessica,
sorry.
This is why we've got an advisor.
We haven't actually got an advisory notice on the podcast, or do we?
Well, I don't know. I should expect so. There'll be an age restriction.
But the planning fallacy.
The planning fallacy. A cognitive bias causing people to underestimate the time, costs, and risks of future tasks, even when past experiences with similar tasks show they take longer.
Well, this is what I love about biases, is that they are so often completely unconscious. And even though we know logical things, we just choose to ignore them, and our brain ignores them and still goes for the positive, the optimism, the ability to plan, ignoring logic and reason.
This is it. So it's great having a plan, isn't it? It's lovely having a plan, but if you're not planning in all the terrible things that can happen, that could happen, are you planning properly?
I think you just have to plan realistically. So we don't have to plan for disaster, but we do have to mitigate risk. Oh, that was quite a good
You've
sentence.
been hanging around with a financial advisor, haven't you?
Yeah, so mitigate risk mitigation.
Who is he?
Yeah, risk mitigation. And the planning fallacy is very true. We have to make sure. So when you're working with your clients, you must have this with your financial planning sessions all the time, where you're sitting there and they're saying things and you're thinking, come back to planet Earth.
No, you're not.
Back to Earth. And let me just ground you with some facts and figures, perhaps some stats, perhaps some, let's get back to the real world. And that very much is what you have to do is, look, there's nothing wrong with wearing rose-tinted glasses It's brilliant. And actually, you're much more likely to be a happier, contented person if you do have rose tinted glasses, but you still have to be able to know what the ground is that you're walking on, what the expectations are, and make sure that you have plans in place to mitigate the risk. And that's why, to step outside of that and get away from the planning fallacy, you come and see a financial planner and you go and see a head person, therapist, coach, to just keep you grounded, but keep your rose tinted glasses on.
Yeah. But also, time is running out for everyone, isn't it? So
it's limited.
People, it's finite. People put stuff off. We'll do it next year. I'll hang around with the kids next year. They're 30. I'll go on the trip of a lifetime in 5 years.
Well, you do this with friends when you plan to meet up, and then there's a funeral and you all meet up and you go, we really need to get together under better circumstances. It's been really lovely seeing you. We need to get together more. And then the next funeral, play and repeat, because you think about these things and, there'll be time to do it. And before you know, time's gone.
It's like that poem by Pastor Niemeyer, wasn't it, about the Nazis? First they came for me. First they came for the trade unionists, but I wasn't a trade unionist. That's like the funeral thing, isn't it?
Oh.
Death keeps happening, and then there's no one to hook up with afterwards if you're the last one.
That was really deep.
That was, wasn't it?
It was.
I'm getting like this recently. Really ups and downs with
Well,
deep,
the world
profound things. And
the world is quite deep at the minute.
And then thinking, how wobbly can I make a jelly without it collapsing?
Oh, that's a good one. Will it collapse or just sink?
Well, if you don't have much gelatine, it could just...
before it is no longer recognisable. And what are your parameters? Is it like a jelly mould or is it a horse? And then you know when it's collapsed because you can no longer distinguish that it's a horse. But with a jelly mould, how would you know that it wasn't mould shaped?
What is a savoury jelly called?
I don't know.
An aspic. It's interesting.
An aspic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyway, we haven't got time to make jellies.
No.
Or talk about jellies in our podcast. Perhaps we could do a separate one day.
Jellies. I don't really like jellies.
But should we say one day? Should we say one day?
Yeah, because I'm never going to get round to that. No, we're not going to pencil it in because we're never going to get round to that. So that can be on our optimism bias. We'll have time to get round to that. Whereas I know that we're not going to, which
but
is
if it's trifle, you'd have time for that, wouldn't you?
No, a pigging wouldn't. Who on earth eats trifle? That's disgusting.
What's wrong with you? We're falling out today.
Smudgy biscuit. Yuck. Sponge fingers. That belongs with the planning fallacy.
Jessica.
What?
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to go for a quick interlude whilst Jess and I have an argument about trifle and jelly and the relative merits of each.
I like chocolate trifle, but without the sponge.
What about blancmange?
No.
Why don't you like wobbly desserts? I bet you were well boring as a kid.
I like hard, crunchy things.
Nice. Okay. Anyway.
Let's go to your thing. Press the button. Quick.
Steve and Jess would be really grateful if you'd leave them a review on wherever you listen to your podcasts. If they run a star system, please give Juggling Mind and Money more stars than the Milky Way.
So please leave a review for us, ladies and gentlemen. Dear listeners, if you can, because we like to read a review out, don't we?
We do.
And I'll get lots of verbal reviews off people.
Which is lovely.
I think I said about how Jess owns you on that podcast. That was one review.
Yeah.
She puts you in your place.
You can keep your trifle.
Jessica, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. That is a Chinese proverb.
It's so true. It's never too late.
It's never too late. Sometimes you need to do stuff. And sometimes you put it off, don't you? Because you think you've got a load of time. And then you think, it's too late now. So then you don't do it anyway.
You don't do it at all. Or you're embarrassed about the fact that you haven't got round to it. And so, I'll just not do it because it's too embarrassing that I haven't. It's a bit like going to see the doctor. Just go and see the doctor.
Start now.
Yeah.
Now is the time. It's very much like making a jelly, actually, because you can't just make a jelly. Because there's hot water involved and you have to cool it down. It takes a couple of hours, doesn't it?
But you don't have to be there for all of it.
So the best time to make a jelly was an hour ago, 2 hours.
Yeah.
The second best time is now.
But you can't put pineapple in jelly because pineapple stops the gelatin from working.
Does it? Is that a thing? Is that the same chemical that makes your tongue numb?
And that's why
when
you
you
have
eat
to put a
too
bit of
much?
chili in it, because then that counteracts the enzyme in the pineapple that stops the jelly.
Does it?
Which is why if you want to, what's it called, tenderise meat, pineapple juice.
Excuse me. No way. My favourite thing of this summer has been the £1 pineapple at Sainsbury's. Bloody amazing.
My kids will go through, no kidding, 2 to 3 tins of pineapple a day.
Pineapple's
Bankrupt me. I need to marry Mr. Del Monte. Mr. Del Monte.
Do you know what he said?
Yes.
No, he said, get away from my oranges.
Oh,
Is Del Monte still around?
I don't know. But if he is, hook me up with some pineapple.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to hook you up with another quote.
Hook me. We are full of quotes today, but I think it's quite apt.
Yeah. And we've got time. Now, Daniel Crosby, who is a financial behavioural psychologist in America, baby, nice fella, he says time bias is the tendency to overvalue the present and undervalue the future. This can lead to procrastination and poor financial decisions as we prioritise immediate gratification over long-term benefits.
Oh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? It makes me think of all the clients I've got that sort of live for the day and tomorrow might not come, so I'm going to spend all my money that I've got, and then they reach the age of 60 and
I'm banging my head against the wall now,
it's not looking too healthy, is it?
Yeah.
So yes, those people that are, you never know, they've been brought up, but often it's your parents have brought you up, or the people around you have brought you up with those sorts of sayings of, oh, live for today because tomorrow might not come, and spend it today because you'll deal with it down the line.
The trouble is, it is more likely to come than not. So you need one eye on the future, one eye on now.
Yeah. And if not, then at least you'll have hopefully listened to our other podcast, pulled your finger out, recognised that time potentially is precious, and taken out some decent life insurance.
Time is so precious. So I just want to talk about how this waiting game affects your finances. Okay, so sometimes people might delay saving for their retirement, say in your 30s or your 40s, because it's 20 years away.
Delay putting stuff in their pension pot and things.
I'll do it next year because I've got to get an extension or a paddling pool.
I think we probably feel like we've got a huge amount of stuff to spend money on, don't we?
Yeah.
I say we as if I'm in my 30s.
Yeah, we are.
I am, with a few added extras.
Yeah, so there's always something more pressing to do, but then it comes around. A good little trick, I think, you know those camera apps where they can age you?
Yes.
Obviously, you never age, right? So you just look the same. But you take a picture and then you roll forward to whatever age you want to choose.
I look like my mum.
Do
and I'm
you?
happy with that because she's beautiful. Yeah. If I age like my mum, I'm a winner.
Yeah, she was looking well good. Well, you got good skin, haven't you?
Yeah, I do have
I would say, yeah. Check out YouTube if you want to see Jess's
amazing skin.
Yeah. Just facial skin.
All right, Steve. Hole digging. Let's stop.
Yeah.
Let's get back to.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
Well, you were on the
really
delay saving for retirement.
Yeah, so did they delay saving? And then one day it's like, can't do it anymore. That was it. It's a picture of an old person. So you take a picture of yourself and it ages you. And what you have to do is look at that person as if you're in the mirror and go, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry I didn't save for you because now you're still working even though you're 77.
Yeah. It actually works. So although we're making a joke, one of the tricks that psychologically you can do to yourself to bring yourself into real time and make sure that you do put some emphasis on the future is by looking at an older version of yourself and seeing what that would feel like. What would I be surrounded by? What does my life look like? And potentially, if you do not act now, if you do not put things in the pension pot, if you don't have that financial plan, then yes, you might end up still working at 77 because you don't want to. There are 77-year-olds that still work because they love
Yeah,
it.
that's
Shout out
great.
to
Whoop,
Pops.
whoop.
Loves his work. So absolutely fair enough if that's what you love doing. But we only want to be doing that if that's what we want to do and what fills our fuel tank. Not because we haven't and we've put it off and put it off.
Another thing, how time can affect your decisions financially, is you might think, I haven't got enough time. So you then might rush into investments, for example,
Yeah.
where you haven't done the proper research, you don't fully understand them. And as a wise man said, and he sang for UB40, wise men say, only fools rush in.
I thought it says wear chains, but
Wear chains?
yeah, only fools wear chains. But it is rushing.
Or if you're into heavy.
I also thought Macy Gray said, I wear goggles when you are not here.
Sing that.
I wear goggles when you are not here. But she actually sings My World Crumbles when you are not here. But I didn't know that for years. I just thought I don't know why she wore goggles, but she did. But back to that. So a lot of marketing of products, financial products that probably are not particularly, what's the word? Responsible.
Yeah. Oh.
We'll put time pressures on things, whether that be holidays, big ticket items, small ticket items. You go shopping online, you'll find a lot of time sensitive offers. Buy it now, 200 people look at it, almost run out, all those things, because that triggers off that timing effect in our brain, which makes us rush in and make decisions because we feel that time is short. And generally we make bad decisions on that. So if you ever see generally an offer on something or you're being sold something and they put a time limit on it, my advice would be to take a step back. And one of the brilliant things with anything is the 24-hour rule. If you want to buy something, if you think it's a good idea, you give yourself 24 hours before pressing the buy button. Whether that be the small, I don't know, pieces of jewellery or something little that you might purchase to the big ticket items that you think you might purchase.
Is that a Martin Lewis one?
I don't know.
It's
you
a
know
good
me,
one,
I'm
though.
useless with authors and names and dates. I'm not a blue person, but
You're not a
it's
Smurf.
definitely somebody wiser than me came up with a 24-hour rule.
It's good that.
And I'm sure Martin Lewis has. If he didn't come up with it himself, I know he has spoken about it.
So these misperceptions of time and how much you have available, you've got less than you think.
Unless you're going to buy something and it's threatening time, in which
Well,
case
yeah.
you have more than you think.
I'm talking long-term lifetime.
Yes.
This, forget your money. Let's think about your life for a minute, right? Some people who may or may not be listening, they better be listening.
Listen.
They put off retirement, which is okay if you love your work, but they put it off because all the things they want to do when they retire, they think they got time to do it.
Okay.
Do it. I'll just do one more year. I'll hang around for redundancy.
Oh, there's a lot of those people queuing up.
I'll just wait.
Take your Land Rover.
Yeah. I'm not totally sure yet whether I've got enough, but this is all eating into your time, what I call the golden period, where you've got enough money, you've got your health, and you've got time to do stuff.
Yeah.
And that golden period, I'm holding up my hand, ladies and gentlemen. There's a hard stop there. That's when you die or your health has gone.
Yeah.
And then you can't do whatever you want.
No.
Because you're knackered.
But you can rescue the dog.
You can rescue
when
the
you
dog.
can't go travelling. Well, some people put off rescuing the dog or the animal because they want to go travelling and do all these things and go to places.
Oh, from
and
a dog rescue centre.
Yeah, so you can't rescue the dog really until you've decided to put down your roots again.
Yeah.
So, yes.
That's true. So you don't go on the holidays you want to. You could have gone in that year because you have to get back because you've only got so much holiday time. And you just want a bit more money before committing to it. Or you might miss your kids growing up.
Yeah, or miss the grandkids because you're busy working and
Yeah.
saving for a day that actually
Will never come.
keeps getting kicked down the line.
Yeah.
Until it never comes.
I read a good thing a few months ago. I might have mentioned it before, but as a parent or a grandparent, you're privileged to know people in the 2 stages of their life, as adults and as children. But they're not around long as children, aren't they? Because they grow up.
No, it feels like it at the time.
Yeah.
That hideous 4
Relentless
till 7
screaming.
windows and certain time frames feel like it goes on forever, but actually it's a snapshot. Blink and they're 12 years old, like my daughter turned 12 last week.
Ah, bless
Happy
her.
birthday,
Happy
Rory.
birthday.
But yeah, time it's something that you need to grab hold of. If people put off that retirement, and I know that you've had so many conversations with clients where you've said you've got enough money, now is the time, go grab it.
And all the things they've been saying in the previous years about how much they wanted to do things all melt away. And I'll just do another year.
Yeah.
And they're going to melt away eventually. So this is really sad, people. We need to try and overcome this. I do just want to say that Jess's children, they're all nicknamed after some kind of casserole.
They are nicknamed correct. They're not actually named after
it's not their
casseroles.
real names.
Hot pot,
Yeah, sausage pot.
sausage pot, or sausage face, or noodle face.
Noodle face.
No one's actually called casserole though.
Yeah, but a sausage pot must be a kind of casserole.
Yeah, sausage pot, hot pot.
Can you tell
Noodle
everyone
face.
that we're recording this around tea time? Because it's a bit of a food-obsessed episode,
I'm
isn't
not
it?
hungry. I had gnocchi with pesto before I came out.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. I had a lovely
But
spiced
I do love
apple cake.
food. I don't know why I didn't call them Cadbury's Dairy Milk or something like that.
Cool, what, Cadbury's?
The
Oh, the
children,
kids.
Yeah,
Sorry.
rather than hot pot. But
Sorry,
like,
I was thinking about
come on,
casserole.
Cadbury. Come on, Dairy Milk.
Right.
Back to actually what we're talking about.
In a moment, we're just going to make a brief interlude.
Ding.
Steve and Jess would be really grateful if you'd leave them a review on wherever you listen to your podcasts. If they run a star system, please give Juggling Mind and Money more stars than the Milky Way.
Okay, well, you may have noticed, listeners, that was a second request for reviews. Why is that?
Did you press the wrong button?
No, I'm all over my buttons now.
Oh, okay.
It's because we want a review to read out. No one's
Okay.
done us one for a couple of months.
Oh,
You know?
don't say that. Makes us sound like no one thinks.
No,
we're
we
worthy
get
of a review.
stars. If you can't read out stars,
Oh,
can
okay. You mean an actual written
you? You know,
review?
with words that you can read. And not
Okay.
something copied of, like from AI or something.
Something from the heart.
From the heart. Yeah.
I listened to podcasts and it changed my life.
No, but it reminded me of jelly or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Did
I
you
went
know?
and made a trifle.
Yeah.
Oh, weirdo.
Trifle is awesome.
Oh, God, it's anything
I don't
but.
think I like you as much.
I don't think I could date somebody that ate trifle. If I asked somebody what their favourite pudding was and they said trifle, I think that would be the end of the date.
Even if it's got silver balls on it.
The trifle.
Yeah. You know those little silver balls?
Yes. It's all right. I wondered if you were talking about the date or the trifle, but you're talking about the trifle.
Right, last segment of the show, Jessica.
Okay.
So how do we fix this? I'm going to go through a few. How do we fix it in terms, not that you can ever fix it before you get all
You can fix it. You
psychologists
can
on me,
improve it.
but how can we help ameliorate the effects of distortions in time? So you need to make, and I would say this since my job is financial planner, you need to make a financial plan. Why?
Why?
So you know what's going on, what is likely to happen or not likely to happen. And then you need to stress test that.
Yep.
Yeah. What is a stress test?
Is it when you put it under pressure?
Yeah.
What would happen if all those worry people and all those anxieties, the what if, those are all the stress tests. You do that for everybody, don't you?
We do.
What if World War III came? What if the market crashed? What if subprime markets went again? You do all
Subprime
that.
markets, check it.
Isn't that an actual thing?
Yeah.
It made me think of beef because prime beef, but
Oh, yeah.
subprime markets, houses.
A stress test for me is sitting in a confined space with someone who doesn't like trifle.
Mine's trying to sit still.
You can't do that. Neither can I,
No,
apparently.
your chair still squeaks. WD-40. Stress test it.
So we need to do stress testing.
Yep.
Because everything you fear, which might be putting you off doing things, everything you fear, something probably a bit like it has happened in the past. So it won't be exactly the same, but it'll be more or less the same. And if you would have been all right back then, if we stress test it,
Yep.
you're likely to be all right now. Not definite, because the financial planners can't say the G word.
Oh, there's no guarantees.
That's it. There's no guarantees
Yeah.
in life. But it could be more or less right.
That's fair
Can't
enough.
we? So we would stress test things like over 800 years. 800 years, 800 different
I was
time
gonna
periods
say.
over the last 110 years.
Okay.
And see, if it worked then, would it work now?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't go back further than 110 years because actual financial planning and markets and stocks and shares and all those sorts of things didn't exist 110 years ago. So
Yeah, they did.
did they?
Yeah, but the figures get less accurate the further you go back because people are writing it down for quill and stuff. weren't
Yeah,
they?
that's
Yeah, like hundreds of years. Did you know this?
no.
So, do you know Isaac Newton? Probably he's got the highest IQ ever.
Well, did you know that IQ is not a preemptor for success?
Well, they didn't even have the IQ test in 1680 or whenever he was about, with apples falling on his head, inventing gravity and whatnot. Anyway, he said, I can predict the movements of the planets, but I have no idea what's going on with stock markets because he made loads of money on the South Sea bubble. Got
Spices.
out of it.
Of
Yeah,
course, the spice in the
Yeah.
tea trade and
that's it. And pepper,
yeah. Well, that's part of spices, isn't
quite
it?
literally past the pepper.
There's that really good book. Oh, what's
On
it
pepper?
called? On the spice
Are
trade.
you thinking of Peppa Pig?
No, the spice trade. It's all about that.
Yeah, brilliant.
Trying to think of what the book is. Oh,
And then, so he got all his money out. Then he thought, because it carried on going up, he thought, I need a bit more of that action, don't I? So he went in, then he lost it all.
wow. So
Yeah.
Isaac Newton did well in the stock markets, then lost everything.
Yeah, which is a shame. But it's a lesson. It's easy for us humans with our weak and feeble minds to make the wrong decisions. And you need someone, a little mate like me, to go, hang on, are you making the right decision? And
Yes.
tell you what the right decision is. Okay, also, we stress test against life events like death, illness, death of a partner, all this horrible stuff,
Yeah.
and see what would happen then. And then, when you know what would happen in each of those scenarios, you can relax a bit and go, right,
And enjoy the time that you do have.
yeah,
A
stop
bit
worrying
more.
about it.
Yeah.
And have a nice time instead. And lastly, automation.
Automation.
So instead of making decisions all the time, which you're likely to put off
Yes.
because you can't be bothered to think
But also
about
decision making takes mental load.
It
So
does, it's
make it
knackering.
easy for your brain. This is where you and I would team up.
it, is make it once, automate it, never think about it again.
Or until your next financial planning meeting.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's sort of, but when our time horizons are distorted, that is a long time. Jess, you're slipping down the chair.
sliding. I'm wearing a slippery dress and I keep finding that I am slipping as I go. I can't sitting still and I'm thinking.
I told you to put your seatbelt on, but you would not listen, would you?
I know, I can't.
Looks like you got a seatbelt on. To be
I
fair.
am sliding.
So, Jessica,
Automation, yes. I
how
like
can
that.
we fix these things psychologically?
Well, I think I think I say this every podcast.
Do you?
Go and see the experts, financial planner. They
Whoa.
will help ground you. So the whole part about time is that it's emotionally led. And actually, we need to work in logic and reasoning when it comes to finances. So by going to see an expert, yes, in finance, but also a coach or someone like that, a life coach can help you put things into perspective, get you to see the future, the present for what it really is, and ground you in reality rather than either over optimism, where life could go on forever, and I'll have plenty of time to address things. Or under optimism, I could get hit by a bus today or tomorrow, so I'm going to go and book that holiday. I'll go and spend all my money whilst I've got it, because you never know what's around the corner. So going to see the professionals. But you can also do things like make sure that you do block out time for certain tasks, that you really do use diary strategies, that you make sure that you automate as much as you can the tasks that do need addressing, all those different things, and keeping to those deadlines and working with other family members to hold you accountable and helping each other to make sure that you're hitting those deadlines, that you are addressing those key issues that have come up either in the financial planning meeting or with your life coach or with your therapist, that says, right, actually, what are the things that I want to do? Make sure that you are motivated to do them. That means understanding the importance of it. Oh, this is a big thing we haven't covered.
Oh, what?
So when we feel that time is short, we actually forget the important function, and we focus much more on what we feel is urgent. And our brains seem to think that important and urgent are the same thing, and it's truly not. So very much, I keep saying the word so. I stopped listening to a podcast.
I know you had a go at me last week about this.
And I stopped listening to a podcast because they kept saying it, and now I've said it twice in a row. Oh.
So.
Now I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, it's really important to take a breath and use tools to be able to identify actually what's important and make sure you're addressing the important factors and the important decisions and the important behaviours and actions that you need in order to get your life where you want it now and also where you want it to be in the future, rather than things that appear urgent. Just because someone's saying, or there's something flashing up on your screen that says act now or lose forever, that can be parked, because you need to have that plan that you have created, those goals, those dreams, those ambitions, the to-do list, the exciting stuff, the stuff that fills your fuel tank, that makes your life worth living, that makes you feel a success, that fills your life with joy and golden glow. And put those into your diary rather than the urgent flashing signs.
I think the real message here is reach out to someone, because there's people that can help you.
Reach out.
I know, that was a bit American, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, we have American listeners. Get in touch with someone.
Yep.
Because like accountability partners, financial planners, whatever, get help on your side. You are not alone unless you want to be. So pack it in.
Yes.
Get the help you need. It's very easy. It's just a nudge, a poke, a pinch.
Well, so in the ADHD neurodiversity world, we would call it this body doubling. And there's even apps for body doubling where people are really good at procrastinating, and sometimes you need that nudge to do it. You can actually get body doubling so that you call each other, and whilst you're FaceTiming or whatever, you can be calling somebody and saying, right, we're both going to iron, or you do the ironing or you do the washing up. Just by having somebody give you that nudge.
This is a good thing.
Yes.
That works, that does.
It does. It's really good.
I've done it recently.
We could have financial planning body doubling.
Mass sessions of financial planning.
They do have one of the apps. They have sessions where they have 100 people log on, all doing their own thing, and they'll say, right, 20 minutes, your time starts now. Write down what task you're going to do. Go off and do it. We'll come back in 20 minutes. Let us know how you got on. It's
kind of like an exam, isn't it? But you choose what you're doing.
Body doubling. It's brilliant.
Like it. So we come to wrap up now. Jess, I think this has been a good one.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You said the last one wasn't very good, but I quite enjoyed the last one as well.
Did you?
Perhaps I just live in my own little happy bubble.
Oh, it's so cute. So what's the key things about this? Time. It's short.
It's short, but also long.
It's short, but also long. These are the distortions.
Plan for long.
We have to work with. So someone said, Paul Armstrong says, you thought you had time, but you don't. So get the hell on with it. Right, and that's where he's talking about life planning.
He's a straight talker.
And doing the stuff you need to do.
Well, the sooner you act on life planning, the easier it is.
Yeah. And when you know, it's awesome. The feeling people get is great. I know this because I see the mouth go, oh. My chin was dropping there for listeners.
Yeah,
Right.
you did a good scream face. Yeah.
And it's relaxation and happiness, and it's brilliant. So on that note, thanks for listening, everyone. Please leave us a review. I mean, I have asked 3 times. Come on. In this case,
With
time is
words.
short.
With words. Don't just leave us a review with words more than stars.
And if we're to get to our 25th episode...
And also, perhaps they can let us know if they've listened to this and it's made them think, right, I am going to crack on and I am going to take action. And I am going to, whether it be book the holiday or book the financial planning meeting or put more into my pensions. They could let us know that too. I like all those things because I like hearing people's stories.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
So if you need help, whether it's with your head, your mental well-being, contact Jess at My Exceptional.
Yep.
Or if you need some help with your financial planning, contact us at Lucent Financial Planning and we'll be happy to help.
Yay.
But we'll do it in a timely, unrushed manner.
Unrushed manner. Oh, you don't rush people.
I don't rush
Nor
myself.
do I.
Really? I do.
All your clients have as much time as they like, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Forever.
not the NHS.
No. Thanks very much for listening, everyone. See you later. Say goodbye, Jess.
Bye.
Wave.